Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very interesting news to go and talk about in regards to bots, because we actually have some really bad news in regards to future drops and the fact that we've actually been seeing a lot of these drops being played by all these really awful bots and basically people buying out all these very in-demand items very quickly, and it's just not good. We saw the Amazon drop get absolutely, utterly just decimated, and as well as also even this recent Target drop. Although we did have a lot of normal folks kind of tie on in, as well as also very heavily botted. But in part of this, there's actually a little bit more of a bigger issue to tie down in, which is regards to one of the biggest and kind of most well-known botting services is actually even getting another big upgrade and update coming out in these next few weeks. And of course, it kind of comes at probably one of the world's worst times in regards to the fact that, well, the holiday season is pretty much about to be right around the corner, and it's just not good. So we have a lot of things to go talk about, a lot of things to kind of just discuss. If you guys want to leave your comments and thoughts down below, you guys are super welcome to. And let's go and kind of dive on into it. If you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller as well. We also have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock, free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And as well, let's go talk about it. So, as I kind of mentioned, we've actually seen a lot of really big issues as of recent with lots of bots. A lot of these these drops have been played by bots and scalpers for months, if not since basically day one of all the consoles coming out. Now, we actually have been seeing a few retailers kind of somewhat try to go and combat against it, whether it's having more anti-bot measures, which sadly a lot of those don't actually really end up working and more so just annoy normal folks trying to go get their consoles. We've also been seeing like the counteractive of even more bundles, like Anton Line trying to have more bundles, Best Buy trying to add more bundles. We also go and see places like GameStop that is almost purely bundles, and that does somewhat help, mainly on the fact that, well, just the profitability is not there, but we still go and see other places like GameStop still go get bots affecting this stuff, mainly when it comes to single console drops. And as well, we see a lot of big places such as Walmart, Amazon, and Target especially almost instantaneously get bought out. And sometimes these really big retailers basically do nothing about it. Namely, Amazon is definitely one who just kind of rolls the flow. And pretty much everyone I've talked to in terms of the PS5 restacking community had a very bad drop in terms of just didn't really get any stock. But it's all, I think, actually about to get a little bit worse. So there's actually some, as I'm sure you guys know, there's some pretty reputable / really big botting companies. And I'm very anti-botting, very anti-scalping. I'm anti-scalping to the sense of like, I get it, it happens. But to the point of botting, I hate botting because I basically sometimes see people instantly getting the entire store stock instantly, and there's nothing else people can do about it. And so at that point, it's like, yeah, you scalp 1 or 2 consoles, that's still kind of But I mean, I kind of get it. When it comes to someone buying out 10,000 consoles in total, what on earth is going on here? So what's kind of basically going to be happening here and why it might get a little bit harder and really just kind of overall bad news is, once again, this one company called Stellar, which is kind of reports of like getting bots and basically activating the keys and basically activating all these, like kind of tracking all these big retail websites such as Amazon, and then they'll go and basically consistently go and refresh things like GPUs, things like, say, like the Xbox coolers, things like, say, like the PS5's Xboxes, or pretty much anything that's in demand that has a good resale value. A lot of stuff also does go towards like shoes and other various products too as well. And with all this going on, we are now seeing a brand new update in regards to it. So as I've mentioned this before, we're seeing this stuff. We're now seeing Stellar 2.5 becoming available as of November 6th, 2021. And now this is not me trying to promote them. This is definitely something you guys should not go and utilize and go and do in general. I'm just more making this to say, this is not good. This is really not good, especially because there is a lot of other various softwares out there when we see this, and people are using these to basically go and buy out as much as they possibly can. And this has been something we've talked about on the channel before. This is not me like, it's like a brand new occurrence. We've talked about this a lot on this channel in general. But that's the thing that kind of stinks, because we're seeing this stuff. Like, we're seeing these types of things, and even their pinned message over here is literally saying, King of Amazon, hey, why can't you guys go and secure a console on Amazon? It's because we secured all the stock. And this is like right after I made a video talking about this, and like it's weird because it's just to the point where it's just insane. Like, especially as of right now, as the holiday is about to go and get closer and closer and closer, it is just bad. This is just really bad. We should not be having over 10,000 consoles being sent out to people that are just basically trying their best to go play the system and bot the system. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. And I don't understand why these really big retailers don't do anything about it. Some of these places, such as Amazon, They do not care who gets the consoles. They genuinely do not care in the slightest about who is buying their consoles. What they want is just, hey, our drop went okay. People bought the consoles. It's sold out. Okay, let's go prep up for the next restock. Sony sent us more stock. There's no like middle ground. There's no principally trying their best to go and stop scalping. Now, there is a few things in terms of reselling. We have seen Amazon try their best to go and tone down third party, which I think is good. It does at least show they have at least a little bit of a care of everyone who's trying to get their consoles and have to deal with these scalpers. But when we see these types of issues, though, it just goes to show that these consoles need better protection. And it's not like, I feel like in my mind, someone may think like, why do you even care? Well, I've been doing this for like the past year. And I've seen so many messages and emails and tweets at me of people who want their consoles, or people who had to wait 3, 4, 5, 6 months just for a chance to get them. People that are literally just excited to add their consoles to the cart. Not even check out, not even, buy it. They're just excited that they get to the one step closer where they have a chance to go get the next drop that might potentially go and happen. And then we're seeing over here, like these Twitter accounts are basically being like, oh my God, you guys wonder why you guys can't get consoles? Yeah, because we bought them all. Like, what is the audacity of this? It really just is generally disappointing, because I just know how many people out there are trying to get their consoles and they're trying to work towards this. And the fact that we're seeing these people, and I used this example too when I talked about this on our Target video yesterday, there are people that are literally up in the West Coast trying their best to wake up at 4 in the morning just to have a chance to get a console. Same thing with the mountain time zones. Let's even say for EST, let's say you have to wake up at 6 in the morning. Guess what? What if you have like work nights? What if you just, have a kid? What if you have to go to school? And you have all this stuff going on, and we have people that are literally just sleeping, snug in their bed, passed out, and they wake up and they somehow have 50 more consoles on their cart. And once again, these are all scalpers, because they're just going to instantly sell them so they can go and buy more and more and more and more and try to turn as much profitability as they possibly can. And this is why I'm very, very anti-scalping. Very, very anti. Once again, I don't want to give them a free pass, but I understand it. Like if someone does like 1 or 2 consoles, or they're doing it on the side, like I don't want to give them a free pass, but I kind of get it. At least they're trying their best to get the consoles, or maybe they sell to like their friend for like, yeah, give me $50, buy me a beer, whatever. But this is like a whole completely different level. We saw places like at Target where if someone bought 7 consoles, and some stores in Target stores only had 7 consoles. So they bought off the entire stock. Like the entire stock is literally gone. I feel like I'm just like almost sounding like a crazy person. Like if I try to go and talk to this like to like my family or my friends, they'd be like, what are you even talking about? Which, I mean, it's rightfully so. It is a little bit on like a very niche problem, but it really does stink. Like, it really is so sad to see this. And the fact that it seems like it's about to get even harder, where we're having more updates, we're seeing more changes on this type of stuff. And all these bots are trying their best to also go and chime on in to make as much money as they can. Because a lot of these are not free services. Like, these people go and charge you money, either subscription fees or charge you like retail fees for it to go and even utilize them. So that's so once again, normal people who just want to have one normal console because they're not weird, they're not trying to go and buy an entire Target stock and go and try to sell them up on like their corner street like they're trying to go sell lemonade like little kids. This is just like leading to such massive big problems. And as I mentioned, there's more than just one. There's multiple different ones that are all kind of coming on out, and we're seeing this stuff. And it's like to the point where it's just making everything so hard. Now, thankfully, as I mentioned, we have been seeing a few retailers kind of switch up their stuff, switch up their drops, switch up their add to carts, switch up all these things in general, which is helpful. And we are seeing more bundles such as the Gamefly bundles, and also seeing GameStop bundles and online bundles, which is very nice to see. We do like this. We do appreciate it. But all these single-handed console restocks, which are pretty much like the most important ones, because you're not having $200, $300 worth of fluff, these are getting decimated. These are getting destroyed. These are literally just getting bought out instantly. And then they go and brag about it in the first place. It is really sad. Like, it really is sad to go and see this, because you don't know how many kids out there want their consoles, how many uncles out there, how many husbands, dads, whatever it is, are trying to get their consoles. And we're seeing this, and they're kind of basically just like spitting on our faces, being like, hey, well, guess what? You can't get a console because of us. And that stinks. Like, this really, so just seeing this stuff in general makes me really sad. And I do think it's about to get way, 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 way harder, especially if you have even more people trying to do this stuff. I think at the end of the day, and I think everyone would agree, just put the consoles in store. Put them in the store, put them on the shelves, make it so normal people can go get them. Because if every single place keeps on trying their best just to do online sales, we have to put them in stores so people can actually just go walk in and check them. And actually have ID verification or account verification, so you don't only go buy one. You know what I mean? But this is just disappointing. I want to hear your thoughts down below. I'm upset about this. I think it's just gross. Like, I really do think a lot of the stuff that's going on is gross. And I wish it wasn't. I wish it was a thing. I wish all of us would have our consoles by now, and I wish all these consoles be put in the stores. So I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Appreciate you guys all so much for spending your time with me. I'm gonna try my best to help you guys get your consoles ASAP. So make sure you guys are subscribed. We also do have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below if you guys want to follow. The Weeble, sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. And I do appreciate you guys all so much for watching, spend your time with me, and hopefully I can help you guys get your console normally. But it stinks. It really does stink.